worldwide. It's basically the unlawful use of violence by an individual or a group from outside the United States. The statistics say that according to the National Counterterrorism Center, NCTC, approximately 11 terrorist attacks occur around the world. This is for 2009, and the largest number of terrorists occur in Middle East and South Asia. Domestic terrorism is just within the United States or within the state. This is the unlawful force of violence by an individual or a group, and it's just again from the United States without foreign influence. An example could be the 1995 terrorist bombing. I'm pretty sure you guys heard of Timothy McVeigh, and he was a former Army soldier, and he attacked on Oklahoma City. Cyber terrorism is just the use of technology. From terrorists, they use things such as computers or the internet to plan and carry out their attacks. This is a new form of terrorism. When it comes to taking action by the government, they have the NIPC, which stands for Federal National Infrastructure Protection Center, and they've created a special, it's just a security for the government for the database that is called the GovNet. And this database is just private for the United States government. Terrorism and technology. There has been several different statistics from the CIA, the Harvard University, and other organizations from 2003, 2009, and different years, that they have seen that terrorists are using technology to, it was just like technology and crime, 100%, that they use the technology more often, and it's increasingly rapidly the use of technology with terrorism.
Okay, and I'm going to be covering the war on terrorism. Well, after the September 11 attacks, the U.S. government really started that's when the terrorism, that's when the majority of the population noticed terrorism, because we haven't seen it before, because the majority of the attacks were not in the United States. So after the September 11 attack, the federal government started to make all this movement, so they passed the Patriot Act, which stands for the Uniting and Strengthening American by providing appropriate tools required to intercept and obstruct terrorism. And that became a law in October 26, 2011. That's almost a month and a half after the attacks. And as I don't know if you guys know, but it usually takes a long time for a bill or a legislature to become a law. So the act permitted longer jail terms for certain suspects, which would be like suspects of terrorism. Searches conducted without notice. So